What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we've got to talk about the quote-unquote content, or lack thereof, coming to NBA 2K25 My Team tomorrow. We see Pink Diamond George McGinnis, Pink Diamond David Thompson, Galaxy Opal Amare Stoudemire, George Gervin, and Steve Nash. As well as we'll probably maybe see a couple of diamond cards as well. It doesn't say and more in this drop, so again, we'll see. But is it bad if I'm just looking at this and the first thing that comes to mind is ew? I mean, genuinely, when I'm looking at this, I don't see anything that's exciting. And I've got George Gervin. He's not that great. Steve Nash is an undersized point guard. Amare Stoudemire is not great. I mean, JB got him after the first king of the court. I mean, how many months ago, and he didn't even play him. This drop is disgusting. Absolutely horrible. I mean, I don't even know how anybody can be excited about this. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? This is absolutely nasty work from NBA 2K25 My Team. And it would be something if we saw more than just 2 content drops a week. But that is all we are seeing right now in My Team. 2 content drops a week. Sure, they have been, updating some of the modes and, giving us some maybe agendas to grind. But this is horrible, man. Absolutely disgusting. And I've got no other words for it. Absolutely disgusting. And so I'm going to, load up the game tomorrow and do what? Because this is horrible. There's nothing here to even look at. There's nothing to be excited about. This is disgustingly bad. And so, I don't know how I'm supposed to get any sort of excited about this at all. This is absolutely abysmal content, or lack thereof, coming to My Team. And it would be something if every Tuesday you could grind these cards out for absolutely free, because that's what these cards should be. These cards should be free. They're so disgustingly bad that the fact that they aren't free is crazy to me. I mean, honestly, 2K, what are we doing? What are we doing? This is absolutely horrible. The fact that this is what is coming to the game tomorrow. And normally in these videos, I like to cover the cards, talk about whether they're good or not, whether they can play for you or not. These cards stink. 2K left me nothing to talk about because the cards are so horrific. I mean, I look up bad adjectives and I might use all of them over the course of this video because what? And the title of this drop is Finesse. And they say, Finesse drop, pick up new additions to your squad. Like, are these cards supposed to be players that played with Finesse? Like, is that what these cards are supposed to be? And honestly, if that's what the drop is, if it's a Finesse drop, why not drop Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis? Why not? Because you want to mention Finesse. That's the biggest Finesse I've seen in NBA history. Am I irritated? Absolutely. I'm not going to sit here and act like, that there's nothing wrong with me when this is the content that's coming tomorrow. Because it's just like, what? Honestly, I'm just confused. I am absolutely confused at what 2K is even trying to do here. Like, David Thompson is 6'4". Steve Nash is 6'3". I don't even think he can dunk on this game. George Gervin, I've got him. He's 6'7". He's not worthless. Same thing with Amare. The cards aren't worthless, but they're not good. And more importantly, they're not exciting cards. You want to continue with George McGinnis. Like, what are we doing with George McGinnis? Mind you, all of these cards are pink diamond and above, and all the pink diamonds and above so far this year have been expensive. And so it goes back to my whole point of, what are we supposed to be excited about with this drop? What am I supposed to be excited about and hype up? Like I said, if these cards were free and you were getting a Galaxy Opal, George Gervin, and Amare Stoudemire for free and you could grind for them, then sure, whatever, because again, they're Galaxy Opals. Are they best? No. Are they the best cards in the game? No. But at least they're Galaxy Opals that you can add to your collection. I mean, at least you'd have something to go over and to talk about. But this, there's nothing to go over and talk about here. I mean, outside of the fact that it's just another rage video for me. Like, what is this? What is this? And I shouldn't even be surprised, because each and every Tuesday that we've loaded up the game, we get some sort of content, quote unquote, like this. And then every week I'm expecting, well, maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to have some sort of grind in the game, and maybe we'll be able to grind for a guy like David Thompson, George McGinnis. And nope, I've been wrong each and every time I've said that. So it goes back to the whole point of, what is 2K's purpose of giving us these type cards? Honestly, I think the main purpose is they've got these hidden gem cards and they don't want to release them in the game, and so that's just these Tuesday drops. They've got all of these leftover hidden gems that, you know, they've got to do something with, and so that's where these Tuesday drops are coming from. They're basically just the pile of garbage that 2K wants to just throw into the game, because they basically have to throw it in the game and say, here you go. I mean, my goodness, I don't even know how else where else these cards are coming from, or why else they'd be coming into the game, because it is absolutely horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And there's nothing positive I can say about this whatsoever. Nothing. There's not one thing positive that I can say about this Finesse drop. Because, I mean, even if I did want to, you know, hype up George Gervin and Amare Stoudemire and all these cards, well, guess what? You're not going to be able to afford them. You know, so it's like, even at the core of it, even if I did want to hype them up, it's like, well, I mean, are you going to be able to afford them? Because I know for certainty I'm not, you know? So that's the other part of this, is like, the pink diamonds are so trash. The cards that you may be able to afford are the pink diamonds, and they're so trash that here's what we're left with. I mean, here's what we're left with. And so look, it's to the stage, it's to the point where, am I surprised? No. Am I disappointed? No. I mean, there's nothing to be surprised, in my opinion, about. There's nothing to even be disappointed about. The only thing I can say is, how is this the Tuesday content that we are consistently getting? How does it get to the point where we are consistently getting this poor of content? And you guys can answer it down below in the comments. Like, how did we get to this point? How did we get to this stage where 2K is putting this content out there, and it's just like, honestly, expected? And I'm not blaming you. It's not our fault. But the fact of the matter, the fact of the situation is, this is the content that we're getting every Tuesday, and it's expected. It's expected to get, we are expecting this bad of content each and every content drop. Like, yikes. We deserve better as a MyTeam community. We do. But do I expect it? No. Do I think anything's going to change from their side? Absolutely not. This is the new normal in MyTeam. Every Tuesday, you're going to load up the game and you're going to get quote-unquote, and the reason I say quote-unquote content is, this is not legit content, dude. There's no actual content that we are getting put into the game. Like, this is not deserving of anything. Like, this is horrible. But it's the new normal. It's what we've seen all season long. And so at least for the rest of this season, guys, do not expect anything to change, because nothing is going to change with it. This is the type of content that we are going to see for the rest of the season. They're tweeting it out like we're going to be hype about it. Like, look through, if you want some entertainment, look through the tweet that 2K put out today and just look at the replies to it. Nobody is happy with it whatsoever. It is absolute horrible replies. And again, it's something that I think 2K's got to do, because they've got all of these cards in the hidden gem section, and they eventually have to be put in the game. So, sorry for me rambling, but that's where we're at today. And that's what's going to be the future of Tuesday drops. Nothing is going to change. And again, it's not our fault. At the end of the day, it's 2K doing 2K things. Am I surprised? No. Am I optimistic for the rest of this season? Absolutely not. Honestly, the only thing I can think of is, it can only get worse. It's definitely not going to get better whatsoever when it comes down to content on Tuesdays for the rest of this season. So that's going to wrap it up for my video. Basically 10 minutes of me absolutely raging about the quote-unquote content coming tomorrow, because this isn't content. This is just filler, right? This is not something that anybody is actually getting excited about. And that is just sad, in my opinion. That's going to wrap it up for our video. Let me know your thoughts on this. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.